What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey, back for a review of our favorite show, Queen Sugar. And this episode was called Next to Nothing, but y'all, everything was popping off in this episode, okay? So, without further ado, let's do it. Okay, y'all, Queen Sugar Season 1, Episode 9, Next to Nothing. First, we see Vi in Hollywood. Vi's walking out the door. She's looking over everything that the storm has left. And she is so just outdone. You know, it's debris everywhere and tree limbs, all kinds of stuff, and she's thinking to herself, why do we keep doing this over and over again? What is I don't in Hollywood, typical Hollywood fashion, he comes out and he just scoops up all of that sadness and disappointment and doubt. And he balls it up and he tosses it to the side and he replaces it with encouragement. It ain't that bad. We're going to do what we always do. We're going to rebuild because we love it here. You know, I'm telling you, I'm here for Hollywood, but we ain't going to spend a lot of time on that now, okay? So then we see Charlie, Remy, and Ralph Angel. They worrying about the crops back at the farm, the cane crops. Remy's telling them, listen, don't worry about all the flooding and whatnot, because I built into the genome of this particular strain of cane to resist flooding. But Ralph Angel, typical farmer, this is his baby. He still want to get back there. I think we should pump anyway, just to make sure. Charlie said we don't even know what's going on yet. We hadn't even got back there yet. So then we see Aunt Vi and Nova. And although she's had this discussion with Hollywood, Nova can see that with every storm it weighs heavy, and it's weighing heavy on Aunt Vi. So generally everybody would scatter, I imagine, go and check on their own properties or whatever. But Nova's gonna stick around a little bit, and she takes a moment to encourage Aunt Vi. Come on, let's check your garden out, because see, this is something they have in common. Nova got a garden too, but this garden that Aunt Vi has, Aunt Vi puts all of her worry and troubles and frustration and deep thought, she puts it in the ground. She plants it in the garden, see? And Nova knows this. She wants to try to lift Aunt Vi's spirit. Let's go out here to your quiet place and see what's going on with it. I'll help you get it cleaned up. What's the point? Once again, Aunt Vi says, listen, Nova said we'll replant and everything will regrow. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's going to be all right, Aunt Vi. I love it. I love it. Okay? Okay? Then we see Aunt Vi and Blue out there in the garden, and Blue out there with her gloves on. Aunt Vi, you can have the gloves if you want them. Aunt Vi said, no, baby, you keep them. Okay, and it seems like a real simple moment, but we have to remember last week was a storm, and although I thought the storm was going to continue this week, we see that the storm is all over. And it's not just that the storm is over physically. All the rain and the flooding, the rain and the thunder and the lightning and all that stuff is gone. But also all of that controversy, all of those stormy feelings of strife and conflict are gone too. It's washed away, okay? Yes, it's washed away. Oh, you got to be able to see the God and everything, but I'm not going to get into that. Okay, so her and Blue cleaning up the garden, and we see Nova and Micah. Nova and Michael's out there helping Aunt Vi and Blue clean the garden up. And Michael said, I can't believe some of the stuff that my mama said to you last night. And Nova, rightfully so, says, I said some hateful things to your mom too, Michael. It wasn't all just on her. He was like, yeah, but still, I think I do want to come live with you. She said, look, I would love to have you. I would love nothing more. But it's up to your mama, okay? That's good. That's good. What does that teach him? That teaches him we family, we stick together. We don't bury each other. We don't do that. We don't drag each other behind each other's back. We don't do that. If you find somebody that does it, correct them. Okay? I'm not going to side with you against your mama. I'm not going to do that. We don't do that. That's what that teaches him. Okay? Nova, I like this. I like this. We okay. Come on back to me, Nova. This is the Nova I liked in the first and second and third episode. Come on, Nova. Come on. Okay, so let's see here. Uh Charlie, Remy, and Ralph Angel now are at the farm, okay? And they looking around and everybody's got a concerned feeling. They checking it out. It ain't that bad. It really ain't that bad. It looks so green and beautiful out there, and Remy's feeling good about it, and Ralph Angel's feeling hopeful about it. You know, it's still his baby. He's still trepidatious, but they walking along and checking it out, and all of a sudden, Charlie gasps. Okay, and reaches back for the muscles. Where he at? Where's Remy? Oh, there he is. Yeah, muscles. Oh, Remy. Oh, look over. It's a set of feet. We only see one set of feet, one body. Who is this? I'm terrified. I'm holding my breath. What are we talking about here? What's going on? There's a murder. There's somebody's dead. No, Lord, please don't let it be nobody. I know I love everybody on this show. Please, Lord. We don't see the second body until they pan out, but it's two bodies. We still don't know who it is. Next scene, we see Vi coming in to talk to Ralph Angel. The deputy's out there. Ralph Angel, okay, all right. Your daddy not here. You the head of this household now. You the head male in charge. Plus, it's your farm. Get out there and talk to the cops. Okay? You don't understand. You don't understand what it's like talking to the cops. And this is a moment. This is a moment that we realize there is an inherent fear in everyone who's been in the system, especially black males, a natural fear of the police officers. Different subject for a different day. Just saying. She said, look, you ain't did nothing wrong, and you shouldn't sit back in and look and act like you have. I love Aunt Vi. Don't sit back here and hide. He goes out front. So we see the deputy talking to Charlie, and the Charlie, you know, he's asking all kinds of questions about we find out they're migrant workers. When was the last time you saw them? You kept them there working, and during an impending storm. And Charlie's, oh well, they Remy. Remy say no, they left in time enough. Okay, they left in time enough to get back to the bus and get back to where they were supposed to be going. Deputy said, well, what were their names? Charlie don't know. Remy ain't piped in. Now, if he knew, he'd have piped in. I promise you. Don't know. Now, but it ain't his farm. But he don't know. Nova, do you know? I don't know. Then we see Michael and Blue outside cleaning up. Along comes one of Hollywood's and Vi's friends. He comes up in a blue truck and scrap metal and got his daughter in the car. Okay, so he's standing there talking to the man. Boogie L, something like that is his name. Daughter get out the car. Michael stop what he doing and go over to greet the daughter. You know, he just walk a little closer. He gonna get a closer look. And she, in typical girl fashion, uh, smiles and put their hand on their hip and tilt their head and say, I got a friend who follow you on IG. You look taller in your pictures. Oh, that's so typical. That is so typical. You can't be acting like you all pressed for him, okay? You got to let him know you know of him, but you can't be acting all thirsty. That right there is how it's done, ma'am. Yes, yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful brown skinned girl. And Micah is impressed. Okay, okay, uh-huh. Just cause you down here in the country don't mean these girls gonna be falling all over you, Micah. So that was a cute little scene. Then we see Nova talking to the deputy. Now, Nova got a real self-righteous type attitude. And she in her self-righteous mode right now, okay? I swear I just like humble, sweet, thoughtful, empathetic Nova, but self-righteous Nova shows up and she pulls out a notebook. She wants to question the deputy now about these migrant workers. What he's doing about these migrant workers? What are you doing? What's happening with these migrant workers? This is an attempt to make herself feel better about the fact that she did not know the two men that were dead name. I digress. So he tell her, she pull out a notebook. He tell her, you writing this down? She said, of course I have it. I'm a reporter. He said, well, I hope y'all not worried about your migrant workers being uh undocumented. Surely they were all guest workers. She put that notebook right on away. Come on now, Nova. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? You got to take a minute to listen, Nova. Take a minute to process. Everything don't have to be. You ain't got to bring an elephant gun to every fly fight. Okay, calm down. Calm down, Nova. Yeesh. So, she wants to know about, going into the migrant community and what they're going to do. You think this crime will ever be solved, and everything. And he's like, it's really difficult. It's really difficult. Migrant workers are paid in cash. People know they have cash. They're desperate for work, so they don't oftentimes report being robbed. And, sidebar, they don't oftentimes report being sexually assaulted. This is something that I discovered while watching, I think it was Food Inc. About the Food Act, which is um, places like Walmart and Publix and Kroger, places like that, paying um, 10, uh, 3 cents more to the farmer so that the farmer can then take that 3 cents and give it to the migrant worker. And also it talks about, assault of all kinds against migrant workers. Okay, so this is the Fair Food Act. Okay, so that's just a sidebar, but this is where this is all heading, and I see that this episode is going to be about people of color, but different people of color, and I am here for it, you guys. So he talks about trust within that community. It's very difficult to get them to talk because they don't have a lot of trust for people, outside of their own culture. Um, so fast forward, we see Vi and Ralph Angel, and she want to know why is Dollar still there. He let her know that the road is flooded out. She can't get back to her trailer park. And he got an answer for that, so she gonna take another dig at him because she's looking for a place to put her frustration and her anger. She's not gonna be happy until she get this out of her crawl. You know what I'm saying? And until then, everybody can get it. Y'all didn't know the name of the migrant workers. He like, God dog. God dog. Or bye. There's some real nice selective sympathy. Now you want to kick Dollar out into the flooded streets, but you got all this empathy for migrant workers that you didn't even know. Okay, Ralph Angel. Okay. I like the way you use your words. I like the way you use your words. Okay. I like when you use your words, Ralph Angel. Oh, then we see old Kiki and Michael. They need to be hosed down halfway. This is young love. This young love you got to keep an eye on, okay? Or somebody gonna end up with a baby. Oh, it's a gunshot. He jumped. It's deer season. That's what Kiki said. Uh, and they go through this little diatribe about, gunshots in the country, in the city, and all this good stuff. Cute, beautiful young couple. I love it. Okay, I love this. And dollars to donuts. Michael gonna want to go to public school now. Dollars and donuts. Okay. Let me see Charlie and Nova. Charlie is feeling real convicted. Real convicted. How could I not know the name of these migrant workers? How could I force them to keep working? Nova said, "You ain't God." Okay, comfort. Now remember, last episode they was like this, just like this. Okay, but now this episode we see everybody is here for each other. This is a family coming together after a storm, literal storm, emotional storms. Okay, Charlie says, what are we doing here? Is it like slavery? You said it yourself. Uh, it's instead of black faces, it's brown faces. Nova tells her, don't blame yourself. You're not a bad person. Charlie say, hold that thought. You know that prostitute that Davis was messing around with? I leaked her name to the press. And Davis didn't rape her, but his teammates did. Charlie feel bad about that. And it would say a lot about her if she didn't. It would. Because when you feel guilt and you feel conviction, uh, you open yourself up to the opportunity to be forgiven and to change. So I love the fact that she is having this inner conflict with herself. It says a lot about her character. And she said, I wanted to ruin her life. Nova said you had a card to play and you played it. Now, no matter what Nova feels about this deep down inside, she will not take this opportunity to bury her sister. She will not. She will not take this opportunity to pour salt into a wound. She won't do it. No. She lifts her up. This is what she needs to hear to move forward, to forge ahead, and to realize she has an opportunity now to turn and change. And she encourages her in that direction. This is the Nova I love. Okay? We get back to Micah and Kiki. Do you surf? Everybody asked me, do I surf? Yeah, I surf. This Micah, I went to surf camp. I don't even get that, but okay. And we're in Malibu. Do you have a Malibu girlfriend? He tells her no. He went through a lot with the girls. He ain't got no girlfriend. That's just what she wanted to hear. Hit me up on IG. Kiki Twirl. One word, not two. Okay. Cute, beautiful girl. She's out. Micah's happy. He's smiling. Dollars and donuts. He goes to public school, which would be everything that he needed to be. But okay, I digress. Then we see Vi in Hollywood. Vi's telling her to get down from that boat. She up there trying to wrestle a tree limb down. Woman, please sit down. Ooh. Anyway, she starts going on and on about these guardianship papers. I was right not to sign them guardianship papers. I didn't need to sign them guardianship papers. You see them trying to get back together. Now, if they got back together and I had seen them sign them guardianship papers, what do you think will happen? I am absolutely correct about this. Hollywood tells her you are not. Ralph Angel is not a little boy anymore. And Blue ain't yours. Okay? He has a right to live his own life, to follow his own path and his own journey. And it's your obligation to let him do that. What can she say? When right has spoken, what do you say? Oh my gosh. Okay, then we see Nova and Ralph Angel. They talk about the migrant workers. What was their story? Like, what is, because they all out there in the field and the other workers are out there and they realize that the other workers don't know what happened to their friends. So they called Charlie over. Charlie's like, would you speak Spanish? We need to tell them. Well, yeah, I speak Spanish, but I barely speak it, and I don't want to tell them something like this over choppy. Ralph Angel knows somebody. Let's see who Ralph Angel know, y'all. Ralph Angel know blues teacher. Now, see, I thought blues teacher was mixed with black and Caucasian. I don't know why I didn't pick her unless I just don't remember as being Spanish, but she is a Spanish speaking woman. We do not know the exact combination, but she's a Spanish speaking woman. And they all sitting there. And this is where we find the whole story. The whole story is that these migrant workers were trying to cross over their field to another farm to catch a bus, and on the way they were robbed. They were not only robbed, but they were killed. Okay. And the sheriff was looking into it. Okay. Now it's Ralph Angel, Nova, and Charlie. Then there's the teacher in the middle, and then all of the other migrant workers on the other side of the table. Now they thought they brought them there to tell them they wasn't doing good work. They had no idea, which made this whole scene that much more impactful. Okay, so the teacher tells them what is going on, and the men break down in tears. And it's something, you guys, about seeing a grown man just break down and release and cry that just cracks, my spirit wide open. I don't know. It was so, and listen, when they shot like off to the side, like you could see the teacher and then the two, you could see tears dropping. Like, y'all, I'm so here for this show. Let's keep going. So, we find out the migrant workers, Miguel, was married and a father of three. Alejandro was just married and expecting his first child, a boy. Nova's crying. Ralph Angel's crying. The teacher's crying. Charlie's crying. It's I. It's So Nova, in true Nova fashion, I love Nova. She asks, "Is it okay if she writes story about these two men, just to tell their story?" And that was when one of the migrant workers spoke and said they were brothers, they were uncles, they were fathers. It wasn't about citizenship. It was about providing a better life for their family. And that's when I kind of lost it. I really did. I don't know, y'all. I love God's people. I just love God's people, and people who are earnest and hardworking and add to and don't take away from, I revere as God's people. And I was so sorry that they lost their lives that way. And I was so here for the telling of this story. Like, come on, y'all. This is real good television. Okay? This is real good television. At the end, they all prayed together. They all held hands. They all prayed together. And I just thought that that was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful moment because it brought the two worlds together. It connected them. And this connection will never be broken. It will never be broken. If they never lay eyes on each other again, none of them will ever forget The migrant workers won't forget the empathy and the sympathy and the compassion of the farmer. And the farmer will never forget that the migrant workers are humans too. Oprah, Ava, you get one of these, okay? Gonna bring the other one up too. Then we see Nova and Charlie. Nova gets the call from the police officer and finds out that it was a meth addict that robbed and killed the two men because they found Alejandro's ID on him. And, that's unfortunate. Charlie is still trying to get her parking space in heaven. She feels bad about, not keeping the migrant workers working, but she feels bad about what she did with this woman that Davis was messing around with, and she wants to pay for the migrant workers' bodies to be sent back to their family. Nova's like, that's gonna be pricey, and she's like, I don't care, and I'm here for that. Okay, so we see Vi and we see Nova. Vi sitting out on that porch, and she's still trying to get that fire lit up under her emotions. Every time she try to get that fire going good, somebody put it out with encouragement, and and she is determined to be mad. And Nova just sums it up for her, y'all. You have put too much time in everybody else. What about you? What else is there? Nova says, guys, like the weight of everything. You put that weight in something else. What do you mean? The weight of your purpose, the weight inside your purpose. Uh, Vi said, I thought caring for others was your purpose, was my purpose. That's the way it's always been. She said, Nova said, I get that, but it's your time, Aunt Vi. Take it. When we got to that moment, we see that Aunt Vi and Nova, okay, are being filmed through the spokes of the porch railing. Y'all, I love this show. Listen, let's talk about this whole conversation real quick. What I loved the most was this little piece spoke to me personally. It did. It was a revelation for me and confirmation for me. Okay? Not gonna get into it, but I love this show, y'all. Okay. Oh, then we see Darla and Ralph Angel. Okay. First of all, I don't know. I don't know, Darla. I don't know. I want to forgive you. I want to love you, and I want to encourage you uh in your path to getting yourself right, upright, and all of that. I really, really do. But I felt like and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, but I felt like Dollar was a little just giving me just a hair, a whiff, a soupçon of manipulation. Am I the only one that saw it? You let me know. Let me know, y'all. Dollar say I can love to watch him sleep. Just watching him breathe up and down. Ralph Angel says, oh yeah, that is wonderful. Thank you so much. Dollar want forgiveness. She got a couple of things she trying to accomplish here. One of which is forgiveness. Okay? All right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying it's a part of her agenda. Because without that forgiveness, she ain't going to be able to see her baby. I'm just saying. I wish I could see him more. Can I? You got a car seat. Is what Ralph Angel say. A booster, actually. I'll take care of it. They going to be friends. It's okay. I'm just saying. Something about the way she approached this scene made me feel like she was being a little bit manipulative. I'm prepared to be wrong about that. I don't know what the manipulation is. It just seemed a little, I don't know, it just seemed a little manipulative to me. Um, he tell her she need a booster. He'll take care of the booster, and she says, he tells her, listen, um, you won't be able to see blue all the time. Okay, baby steps. Slow your roll. Don't get too comfortable thinking you're gonna be pulling up over here all times of the day and night with this baby, only to get him disappointed. No, no, no. Baby steps, boo. Baby steps. Oh, she want to ride back to the farm to get her car. It was fun about the way she said that. I was like, keep a good eye on her. Keep a good eye on her, Ralph Angel. I'm all about forgiveness, y'all. Y'all know that. I've been rooting for Dollar all this whole time. But it's something about it. I don't know. It's something bitter. Malcolm. Malcolm. Oh, there we see Ribby and Charlie, y'all. Come on, let's wrap this up. Remy come out the house, y'all, looking fine as all get out in that moonlight, that porch light on his muscles and shoulders and things. And he come on out there, and Charlie's sitting and laying on a porch swing, curled up, looking beautiful in the moonlight. It's all just so perfect. And there's this music playing in the background, which I love. I was so caught up in making notes, I didn't get a chance to pull out SoundHound so I could find out what the songs was. But if y'all would just put a Queen Sugar season 1 soundtrack out, Oprah, I promise you, it will be everything I need for Christmas. I digress. So she gets up and she walks him out to the car because he getting ready to go to his own property. And you know, uh she tells him thanks for everything, everything on the farm, and uh and she says about last night. He said, "Don't say anything. Don't say anything." He say, "Oh, y'all." He gonna walk up to it, and she was like, "Oh, oh, oh, wait, let's play it cool, let's play it cool. We want people to know." He said, "Everybody here grown. Well, what are they gonna see if they look out here?" He tells her what they gonna see now. Okay, he asks the question and answers it. They're gonna see a good man looking at an extraordinary woman, y'all. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry, y'all. I'm not gonna cry. A good man looking at an extraordinary woman. Come on now. Give it to me. Yes, everything, right? And he say, and I'm telling you that friendship ain't enough. Y'all, if you got to give it up on the first date, this would be. Oh, I'm here for this love story, y'all. Friendship ain't enough. She says it's complicated. He tells her, I understand that, but this too will pass. Okay? I've been through the same thing you've been through, boo. But we're going to be together. Okay? Because I ain't giving up. He said, so you know where I am. You know where I live. I'll be right on across that field there, okay? I'll be all that you need. Oh, they hold hands. And he turns around to get in that truck, and I see her in that moonlight. At that moment, I realized she holding her breath, y'all. He took her breath away. I was caught up too, Charlie. I was caught up too, the way the moon was hitting them beautiful words and jumping off and sparkling fantastic in the moonlight. Yeah, baby, I was holding my breath too. Ugh, it's gonna be good. I said to myself, y'all, that's what smitten feels like. Mm. Okay, let me just say a couple of things. I just want to go ahead and quickly reiterate that this episode was not at all about controversy. This episode was about rebuilding and restoration. And we saw it in all of the relationships, all the previous conflicts, all of that stuff was put to the side, and we see encouragement and love and support from a family. And I thought it was wonderful. I thought the whole migrant worker issue being brought out was extremely poignant. It was very current, and it gave us an opportunity to look outside of our own culture at another culture and the struggles that other cultures have, which makes you appreciate your own situation that much more. And the last thing I want to say is that every character in this series has value. There don't really seem to be any throwaway characters. There's very few filler characters. Every individual, whether it's Hollywood's first wife, Chantal, the little old lady that wanted her hurricane weave, every character has value. Every character has depth. Every character has layers. And no matter how small they're seen, you get to see that value in those layers. And I appreciate that. I love this show, y'all. Okay. How you feel about that? Okay, Queen Sugar, y'all. Let me know how you felt about this episode, how you felt about all the conflict resolution. Love to hear your thoughts. Please like, please comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. We would love to have you, okay? And until next time, honeybees, I'll holla.